get right into how to put this together. Take your jaw pieces, these, and put those together to start with. Put your 2 bolts in, but don't tighten them yet, just snug them up a little bit, and don't tighten up any of the bolts for that matter until you have everything in. These adjustment knobs on here so that you can change the distance of the jaws should be to the outside, both on this side and on this side. So again, here, make sure that these are to the outside on both sides, otherwise you're going to have problems. So once you have those jaws put together with these 2 bolts, have them all set up, and put on the straight bar, which is this one, not the angle bar yet. Start with the straight bar and don't put all the screws in. There is a shorter end of that straight bar, which is about 13-14 inches, and the longer side, which is about 17 inches. So you'll see that this is a shorter distance, this is a longer distance. Make sure that this short distance matches the short distance on the other side, otherwise it's not going to work. So you get your first bolt in there. Then when you're looking at your adjustment bracket here, this needs to move. So your angled bracket should not be the high point here, this being the low point. Your high point should be where the rivet is that it pivots on. Do not put the high point matching up with the side where the knobs are, or you're not going to be able to move this. And some of the reviews, people talked about grinding that off. That would be the reason you would have to grind it off, is if you're putting it in the wrong spot. So again, low side is here, not by the adjustment knobs. Same thing on the other side. The high side is by the rivet. The low side is on, matches up with the adjustment, so it can be adjusted. So like I said, once you have that center bolt in, then on the side that has the rivet, you can put the bottom bolt in. Same thing on that other side. Don't put it in, this one in yet. Start with the one where you have your rivet. So on both sides you'll have just 2 bolts in, so here and here, and then on this side, the middle, and this end. Now you can put on your cross bracket. That can be a bit of a pain if you don't have it oriented correctly. So start with one, and you'll have a longer bolt for this. There are only 2 long bolts. One of them goes here because you're doubling up your metal pieces. Second long bolt goes there again where you're doubling up the metal pieces. So this piece that goes across, start with it in the corner, and notice there are no holes here until you get to this point in the middle, and you can put it on the lower hole, not this one, but the lower hole, and then you'll see that you have 2 extra holes that don't do anything until you get up to here. So make sure you have it flipped in the proper direction or it's not going to work. On the other side it's a bit different. So you have your corner, then you have 1 hole in between the 2. So corner, hole, then this bolt, which on this side it seemed to work out not to put it in the bottom hole, but in the top one, then an open hole, and then attach it here. So the end result, everything's put together and it actually works, where you can adjust it and fold it up for storage, and it's relatively smooth to be able to do that. A little tougher with just one hand, of course, but that's that, and easily stored. For the description here that you probably didn't care about at the beginning, you probably came to watch this video because you're frustrated that you can't put it together. This is the Ironton adjustable logging sawhorse.